Okay, so the first thing we're doing is we're going to organize our data. I'm going to list off some of the things over here that we're going to analyze. So I want a little space. What I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all of this stuff that I want to move. That way it just gives me a little more space. So highlight that. I'm going to start with the gold. I'm going to hit Control X, which cuts. And I'm going to move this gold over to the silver just for, time's sake. Then I'm going to hit Control V, which is paste. Then all of that, we should be able to click and move this over here. So again, Control X cuts, Control V paste on that side. So now what I want to do is I want to organize my data here. So I don't really care like what order that you did your trials. What I do want is like a least to greatest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight the names and the times or the trials here. So I'm going to highlight all those. Notice the names are in column B and the times are in column C. From here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit data. I'm going to go to sort range. So this is arranging your names. So column B, I don't really want the names in alphabetical order. What I want is the times or whatever I'm measuring in alphabetical order, but I want them to stay together. If you just do one or the other, they're gonna flip-flop. Remember, you can always undo everything. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to get column C here. So I'm going to go advanced range, where I'm going to sort column C. Okay. Now I never can remember if it's if A to Z is least to greatest or greatest to least. So I'm just gonna do this and hope it works. Hey, look at that. Boom. This is least to greatest. Again, if it goes back, if it's not the way that you want, then it would go back. So what I would do, like you can always go Control Z. Control Z would undo that. I'm just making sure that my, I think 8 was the fastest here. I want to make sure Daisy goes with it. So I'm going to go back, data, range. I want to sort it for column C. I should have Daisy and yep. So that tells me that the names are going with the times, which is what I want. Okay, so I'm going to start with a couple of our basic ones. So I'm going to list out I want the mean, the mode, and the standard deviation. So I'm just typing those out here. You know what, just for the sake of making everything kind of the same here, I'm going to list this out, boom, and I'm going to make these little boxes. So you can come up here and you can make these boxes like that. Okay, to find the mean, again, you just click on this box where you want it, make sure that your little spacer thing is there, hit equals. The mean is the same as the average. So I'm going to search AVER, average, boom. So then when this comes up, it wants you to click and select all of them. So I'm going to click this first one, and I'm going to click and drag it so that anytime I should be able to see that's increasing over here from C5 all the way down. Make sure we get all of our data. Boom. Hit enter. And then up there, I would click over off to the side. Boom. My mean or my average is 29.317, which is nice. Okay. Mode is just equals. Mode. Pretty easy. Most commonly occurring event. Boom. Same thing. Click. Drag. Make sure you get all of your data. Hit enter. Bam. You should have your mode. That's the one that happens most frequently. If you do not have anything that repeats, it will probably come up as an error of sorts. Okay, so like if I do equals mode over here, you do not have to do this, but I'm just showing if I choose like just these first ones, I'm seeing nothing is repeating. Hit enter, it'll just have an error. So you can just leave it as an error. That's telling me that there's no mode for that. All right. So that's if you have nothing that repeats. And then for the standard deviation, put equals standard deviation standard dev. That's what it is. If you just go st dev, boom, click and drag all the way down. There you go. You should have your standard deviation from that.